Okay, so I went on the Kendra G show. If you do not know Kendra G, she is a radio personality in Chicago, Illinois. She hosts a singles Instagram live show that she does on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I have been trying to get on this show for 3 months. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm really trying to settle down, okay? And I know a lot of y'all have hit me up in my DMs, and honestly, it ain't going nowhere, so I ain't gonna respond to you. But I was trying to go on her show so that I can kind of like be in front of other eyes, you know what I mean? Just to see, what's out there and things like that. So yeah, I went on her show and it was very interesting. So I have been trying to go on her show for about 3 months now, and on her show, it's random. So people basically, she goes live and people go ahead and request to be on her live. So every time like she's on live, I always request, and it's kind of like the luck of the draw, whoever she picks. So I was kind of getting discouraged, but this 30 December, she ended up coming to Ghana. So I knew my mission was to meet her and let her know I was trying to be on her show, because I feel like the people that have been on her show are some goofies. Like,
what? Where are you?
Man, I'm in chain gang.
You in what?
I'm in chain gang. I'm in prison.
You in prison, honey? Phones
Yeah,
are
baby.
Phones are
Yeah, I paid $2,500 for my phone, so I guess they is allowed.
What is your name?
My name Teddy Graham.
You get to come home.
I got 2 more years and 5 months to
2
go.
more years. So Teddy, how would you date a?
she be having some goofies on her show. Like, she has people that have about 5 kids and be pregnant and be looking for a man. You know what I mean? And not saying that they don't need love too, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, let's be serious. Like, you have other things you need to work on. So yeah, so it's just like the quality of people that be going on her show, I'm like, I'm a catch compared to all of them. Not all of them. There are some quality people on there too, normal people. But I wanted to make sure that I met her in Ghana so I could let her know what's up, let her know that I'm a fan and that I'm trying to go on her show, so that she can either do it right there in person or, like schedule me in, So I did meet her after 5 days of trying to find her. I was able to meet her. I met her at the Black Star Fest.
So Monday at 8:30 is a good time. But DM me that day and say, when I get Wi-Fi, I'm going to follow you.
I was so excited to meet her. She's a beautiful person, beautiful soul as well. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be on the show. So I was actually on the show last night, which was Monday night. So during the show, she asks people questions. That she asks the singles questions, like their name, where they live, what they're looking for, what their deal breakers, what kind of men they want, why do they feel like they're single. Like a lot of in-depth questions, like I really appreciate. But I definitely feel like my experience, I was very nervous because about 8,000 people that were watching. And I am a shy person, regardless of what anybody says. I can be shy, especially when all the attention's on me, like directed to me. I can definitely be shy. But I definitely feel like I was nervous. I was really nervous. But I'm going to tell y'all all the tea after I do a reaction video. I want to go through it with you and kind of give you more detail to what I'm looking for, just in case you got a son or nephew or cousin or uncle that would like to date Candid Jewel. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Let me get this girl Candy Jewel. She looked for me in Ghana, and I told her that I would get her tonight. Hello?
What's up?
Are you still in Ghana?
I live here.
Oh, you live in Ghana?
Live in Ghana.
Oh, they're telling me my Wi-Fi is messed up. Is my Wi-Fi messed up for you?
No, I can see you.
You can see me. Okay.
Kendra's cousin.
All right, let me make sure that, and I can't check. So y'all tell me in the comment section if the Wi-Fi is good or not. I'm not able to check at the moment. So are you guys able to check?
My supporters.
Let's see. Say again.
My supporters are in the comments.
Yes, this girl, I want to make sure before I get into it, is the Wi-Fi working? Y'all, I can't tell on my other phone if my Wi-Fi is good or not. So you said I'm clear for you. Hello? Okay.
Yeah. My bad. I'm good.
All right, so let me give you the proper introduction. Tell me your name one more time.
I'm Jewel.
Okay, so Jewel I met in Ghana, and she was like literally looking for me. She had people who she saw I was associated with coming to me, telling me, you got to meet this girl. Shout out to Jay Ivy. Then literally after I met you, some other guy came up to me and said, this girl told me if I follow you, I was like, okay. So I'm going to get this woman on. I didn't realize you actually live in Ghana.
I do.
Wow. So you live there. So, okay, let's get into it. Jewel lives in Ghana. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Are you from Ghana?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
So I moved here from DC, but
when?
Home is Indianapolis 2 years ago.
So you've been living in Ghana for 2 years?
Yes.
Okay. What's your zodiac? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn. Shout out to all the Capricorns. Happy birthday.
Capricorn. Do you have any children?
No.
No kids. All right, Jewel. So how long have you been trying to get on my show for?
Like 3 months.
3 months.
Yes, girl.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, but I'm happy you made it happen. You were focused when I was in Ghana, girl. I'm happy you didn't
meet you.
You said you were gonna say it again?
I knew I was gonna meet you. I just didn't know when. But I turned on my notifications for your like story posts, and I thought I was gonna be able to catch up with you, but
no, I strategically did certain things a day late. So every time you saw me post something, it happened the day before. So that was the strategic move.
Yeah, of course.
Because I knew I had stalkers like you.
Now, I wouldn't say I was a stalker, but I definitely was going to pull up. I am not even no stalker. I just had to let you know, like, there's a lot of people.
Oh, God. So, yeah, there was a method to my madness in that way. But you're here now. It all worked out. I was very humbled by your excitement of meeting me and really want to be on this show. So let's do it, girlfriend. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody that is very flexible, that is spontaneous. I would also say I want somebody that is comfortable living outside of the United States as well. Outgoing, funny. Yeah, like I want a regular guy. Like I don't want anything like too crazy. You know?
Do you want him to be in Ghana?
No, he doesn't have to be in Ghana. He can really be in whatever country he want to be.
So you would fly
if he's in the States? I'm sorry.
You would fly to this guy in the other country?
Yeah. So yeah. We'll get there, but yeah.
You'll get there. Okay. Could he have kids?
He can have kids.
Do you want kids yourself?
I'm not really pressed to have kids.
You're not pressed to have kids?
So I hesitated when I said he can't have kids, only because I feel like I don't want no drama. And when I think about a guy that has kids, I just been thinking about they got baby mama drama, and I really ain't got no time. I promise you, I don't have no time. I'm not pressed because I know that my lifestyle is amazing right now. It's amazing. And I know that if I were to have kids, it wouldn't be as amazing. I'd have to like probably work a little harder than I'm working now. And I'm not really ready for that. Like that's not what I'm ready for. But if my husband were to be able to financially take care of half of me and a child, then I would be interested in that. But I also feel like I'll be having a child for the kid, and I'd only be having a child for my husband, and I don't feel like that's right. You know, so I'm on the fence about the kids thing, but I'm okay not having them.
All right. Oh, what do you do for a living, Jewel?
So I work for an airline in the States. I also curate trips for single ladies as well. What else? I do business consulting here. I also make content from YouTube channel. And I just do whatever, like if there's an opportunity that presents itself and I'm interested, then I'll do that as well.
Okay. And then, all right. So what's some deal breakers for you when it comes to the guy?
I don't want him to want to live in the States like 100% of the time. I don't really see myself moving back to the States. So I think that if he's open to like being in the States like 20% of the time and then being in a different country for 80%, then that's like
this is a popular.
So I didn't get to talk about my other deal breakers. But another deal breaker for me is I want a guy that has traveled outside of their country. So even if they're American, like I want a guy that has traveled outside of America. If he's in Ghana, I want him to travel outside of Ghana. And I feel like the mentality is a little different if they've never explored the globe. So that's another one of my deal breakers that I didn't mention. But that's very important to me. I want him to have seen another part, like another culture other than their own.
This is a popular question, and I was just there, and there are a lot of men in Ghana. Why are you not hooking up with the men in Ghana?
So I'm actually becoming more intentional with dating this year. So I'm going to, of course there's men like in Bloom Bar and Garage and things like that, but I'm kind of being more strategic about where I find my man, because I don't think that I don't really want him to be at Garage. Like I don't want him to really be in the club. He can, but I don't want him to go there as much as I go there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So you want a guy that's in a club.
So there's a lot of single men in Ghana, and I'm trying to find them. Like I'm really trying to find them. I think that I was in a relationship for so long with a guy, so I really wasn't intentional at that point because I was dating. But now I'm single. So, again, if you're a single Ghanaian guy and, we flow and we vibe, I'm definitely open to them. And they're here in Ghana. But again, they're hiding. So you got to be specific to where you go, And the whole Bloom Bar thing is like, I like to party. I like to have fun. I want to have fun with my husband too. If he's in Bloom Bar, okay, I'm okay with that. But I want it to be like a one-off. Like I meet him at Bloom Bar and he'll never go out. Like I want it to be like that. Not necessarily never go out, because I do want a guy that goes out too. But like when my friends are here, I probably go out every day. Okay? I don't want him to be going out more than me. That's what I'm saying. I think that's okay. That's okay.
All right, does he have to look a certain way?
He has to be African American.
Or
he gotta be black. He gotta be black. I prefer a guy with an accent, really. So as long as he has some melanin. But I'm serious. I really do like a guy with an accent. So if you have an accent and you got some melanin in your skin, you're my type. And tall. I like tall too. He ain't gotta be too tall. He gotta be taller than me. Yeah, if he has locks, that's even better. I don't really care. Facial hair, cool. All that. I don't care. You gotta be black. You gotta have a nice smile. Dark skin is my preference as well. I'm not gonna lie. I like dark skin. I like chocolate. Okay.
You gotta be black. All right. Does he gotta make a certain amount of money?
I would say yes, but I'm not very expensive. So I would say maybe like 30,000, 40,000. Like, no, just because I feel like my lifestyle is really flexible. So if he's able to like move around with me, do his own thing, then I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay, so I did the math after this show, and I think that 30,000. I think that might be a little low, but I feel like 30,000 goes a lot in Ghana. It goes a long way in Ghana. So I think that 30,000 is like the minimum. Okay, 30,000 is the minimum. And I'm also not a gold digger, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm with them for their money either. But I feel like if you can cover 50% of my expenses, which aren't a lot anyway, I think 30,000 will be fine. 30,000.
Let's do the kisser cam. Okay. That's when we see your full body.
And we're gonna make money together.
Oh, what time is it in Ghana right now? I did not know.
Girl, big body, bomb face.
2:39 in the morning. Oh, look at the breast, boo. We see that body. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey.
All right, so Jewel, when was your last relationship?
It was last February.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. Was that guy an option?
He could be an option. But he's doing his thing in Ghana, so he doesn't see himself leaving Ghana.
Oh, so you want someone that's willing to leave Ghana?
I want somebody, I don't feel like I'll be here forever. Like, I'm also planning on this year moving to another country. So I feel like I want somebody that's open to like moving and traveling as well.
Got you. Okay. So why do you think you're single, Jewel?
I think I get bored really easily. I like different environments. I also been told that I'm picky. I don't really feel like I'm picky. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty like neutral. But I think the number one thing is I get bored very easily when I'm dating someone.
You get bored very easily.
I think that's my number one, is I definitely get bored easily. Like, if you do not keep me on my toes, or if you're repetitive, like, bruh, I'm slowly gonna stop talking to you.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think I'm a whole vibe, Kendra. Like, I really feel like I'm like the life of the party. I like to make everybody feel comfortable. So I think that anybody that's with me will appreciate that. Especially if they're not like an outgoing person as well. I also work for an airline, so me and my hubby, we can fly all over the world together. So I think I'm a pretty good catch.
She's a very
I'm cultured, all that.
I'm definitely a good catch. I definitely also feel like people would be lucky to be with me, or a guy would be lucky to be with me because of my personality. Like, have you really ever met anybody like me? I would love to meet that person because I know we would be best friends. And if it's a guy that's just like me, it could either be really good or really bad. So if you're like me, hit me up. My DMs are wide open. I'll look at them, but I might not respond.
She's a very good catch. This is Jewel Ghana. She works for an airline though, 32, Capricorn, no kids. Doesn't really want any kids. Okay with the guy having kids. And let's do it, boo. Give them your Instagram page.
So my Instagram is Candid Jewel, CANDIDJEWEL.
Yes, Candid Jewel, CANDIDJEWEL. Well, I'm happy we made it work out, honey.
Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you in person, and good that you finally got on the show.
So yeah, so that is it. I think that okay. Now too, I took some notes so you can know. So I think that I'm probably too regular for that show. I definitely think that when I first met her, I wanted to I was very excited to see her. So I definitely said we gonna go viral, I'm gonna be crazy, all that stuff. But I feel like when you're finally on there, it's like a different experience because you have 8,000 people watching you. And I feel like the conversation is really not a conversation. It's kind of like a question and answer. So you can't really elaborate. It's not like, you know what I mean? I hope you understand what I'm saying. It wasn't really like a question flowing. I wasn't able to talk more about myself, how I got here and things like that. I feel like it's important because my story is very unique. And I feel like she was kind of dry. I think that she was more maybe she was tired. But I definitely feel like I feel like I had no drama. You know what I mean? And I feel like Kendra's show is people that come on there are full of drama. And I'm not. My relationships aren't drama filled. So I don't have no kids. I've never been married before. So I feel like I'm a normal person compared to people that are on the show. So, but yeah, so I've gotten a couple of responses on my social media, on my Instagram. I think when I woke up this morning, I had about 77 DMs in my inbox, and I probably responded to maybe 15 of them. I probably deleted more than half, but the remaining I didn't respond because their profiles were private. And if I were to request them to be a friend on Facebook, they didn't even have any pictures. You know what I mean? So it was for what? I did get a couple guys from Ghana and from Nigeria, which was cool because, I said, I'm okay with that. But they had one picture. What are we talking about? I just feel like you're not serious. I did. Right now, I'm talking to two guys that seem like they could be very interesting. One lives in Ghana. He's a Nigerian. He lives in Ghana. He's a little older, so he seems like he could be, somebody I could get to know seriously. And then there is another guy that lives in the States. He lives in LA. He seems kind of interesting as well. And I'll actually be in the States in a couple of weeks, so we plan to meet up. So yeah, so I feel like overall it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. I feel like I could have skipped it and not went on there. But it was nice to be a little bit out of my comfort zone. But I definitely wish that it was a little bit more conversation style. But I understand that, she's trying to get people in and out, But I'm definitely happy that she made it a priority to get me on the show. I definitely am so happy to have been able to do that. If you are interested in going on the show, I definitely would think about your answers prior to getting on the show. Be cute and be ready, okay? Because she definitely makes you stand up and make a little, you know, do a little twirl. I already knew I was gonna do that, so I was already like prepared. But yeah, you know, I don't know. It was regular, you know. I mean, I guess the guys that I have DMing me are regular, but I also understand that not everybody is for me, and not everybody is comfortable living outside the United States or outside of their country, and I'm okay with that, you know. But the world is too big to stay in one place, so you know, it's just not for me, boo. But yeah, so again, listen, my DMs are wide open. Please don't act crazy in the comments because you already know my hitters, they're gonna go for that throat, okay? But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Please remember to create your own path and say it motherfucking loud, okay? Candid and proud.